Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters, to another amazing episode on your favorite channel, Rare Lincoln Penny Coins. Today we're going deep into one of the most fascinating, confusing, and valuable coins in United States history, the 1982 Lincoln cent. This is not just any penny, it's a small piece of American history that could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Many collectors have found rare 1982 pennies in their change, without even realizing they're holding a fortune. So get comfortable, because in this video we're diving into the full story, history, varieties, composition, errors, and market value of the 1982 Lincoln penny, and how one sold for $787, $9.99. The BACKSTRY. The year was 1982, a time when the U.S. Mint made one of the biggest changes in American coinage history. For over 120 years, pennies had been made mostly of copper. But in the early 1980s, the price of copper rose so high that the cost of making one penny almost equaled its face value. So, in 1982, the U.S. Mint decided to switch from copper to zinc. This change created confusion, mistakes, and rare varieties, and that's what makes 1982 pennies so collectible today. The big change: copper to zinc. Before 1982, all Lincoln cents were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Starting mid-1982, they were made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. That means in one single year, both copper and zinc pennies were minted. This led to 7 different varieties of 1982 pennies. And that's where things get interesting. The 7 varieties. In 1982, the U.S. Mint produced the following varieties: 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, 1982 D large date copper, 1982 D large date zinc, 1982 D small date zinc. But here's the catch: one variety was never supposed to exist, the 1982 D small date copper penny, and this coin has become one of the rarest, most valuable Lincoln cents ever discovered. The Holy Grail 1982 D small date COPPR. In 2016, a coin collector made an unbelievable discovery that he found a 1982 D small date penny that tested as 95% copper, something that wasn't supposed to happen. Experts confirmed it was genuine, and it sold for over $18,000. But over the years, prices have skyrocketed, and top-grade examples are now estimated at $50,000 to $100,000, with speculation it could reach nearly $787,999 if one in pristine condition ever hits the market again. Imagine finding that in your change, a penny worth almost $1 million. How to tell copper from zinc? You don't need expensive equipment to find out if your 1982 penny is copper or zinc. Here are 2 easy methods. Copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams, zinc pennies weigh 2.5 grams. Use a digital scale to find out. It's that simple. Drop it gently on a table. Copper makes a solid ringing sound, zinc makes a dull thud. Small date versus large date. Now, let's talk about the date design, the difference between small date and large date 1982 pennies. In the small date, the 2 in the year is higher and the 8 is more delicate. In the large date, the numbers look thicker, and the 2 sits lower. It may sound minor, but this small design difference makes all the difference in the world for collectors. Why 1982 is unique? 1982 is the only year in history when both copper and zinc pennies were minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. It's the year that created a perfect storm of metal change, design variations, and mint mix-ups, which led to valuable errors and transitional pieces. No other year in American coinage has such a complex set of varieties, error coins, and rare tricks. Besides the famous 1982 D small date copper, there are other valuable error coins from this year. Double die obverse center strikes, die cracks, bubbles in the plating. Some of these can sell from $50 to $5,000, depending on rarity and condition. Market value and auction. RCRDS coin collectors and investors love 1982 cents. Here are a few recent highlights from auctions. 1982 D small date copper sold for $4.18,800,1982. Large date copper sold for $3,000,1982. Small date zinc double die sold for $1,500. Experts predict that rare uncirculated examples, especially certified ones, could reach $787,999 or more in future auctions due to rarity and collector demand. How to check your pennies? Go through your coin jars, old collections, and piggy banks. You might be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. Sort your 1982 pennies by mint, mark, weight, date, style. If you find a 1982 D small date weighing 3.11 grams, stop everything. You may have found a priceless treasure. The history of the Lincoln Cent. The Lincoln Cent was introduced in 1909, honoring President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Over the years, the reverse design changed, from wheat ears, 1909 to 1958, to Lincoln Memorial, 1959 to 2008, and then the Union Shield, 2010 present. Each redesign tells a story of America's evolution, and the 1982 coin marks a turning point in that story. Investment and collector value. Today, Lincoln Cents are one of the most collected coins in the world. Even beginners can start searching rolls from banks or coin shops. Because 1982 pennies are so misunderstood, many rare ones slip through unnoticed, making them a goldmine for patient collectors. Holding rare varieties can be a great investment, especially as prices continue to climb with increased demand and decreased supply. Tips for coin care and storage. If you find a valuable coin, don't clean it. That can destroy its collector value. Instead, store it in a 2x2 coin holder, a plastic flip, or a slab from a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Label it carefully, record the weight, and take clear photos. Your penny could become part of numismatic history one day. Conclusion and call to action. The 1982 Lincoln penny is more than just a coin. It's a piece of history, a mystery, and possibly a treasure hiding in plain sight. From copper to zinc, from small date to large date, from common cent to a $787,999 collectible, this coin has it all. So check your pockets, your jars, and your drawers. Your next coin hunt could change your life. If you love learning about rare U.S. coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, where we bring you the most fascinating stories and real-world values of America's most collectible coins. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and surprisingly valuable coins in U.S. history, the 1988 D Lincoln Penny. At first glance, it might look like just another cent in your pocket change. But what if I told you that some 1988 D Lincoln cents are selling for hundreds, thousands, and even up to $787,998? Yes, you heard that right. That one little brown penny could be worth more than a luxury car, if you have the right one. So grab your magnifying glass, sit back, and let's uncover the hidden secrets of the 1988 D Lincoln Penny. The origins of the 1988 D Lincoln PNNY. The story of the 1988 D Lincoln Cent begins in Denver, Colorado, where the U.S. Mint struck over 5.2 billion of these coins. The coin features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, which first appeared in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday. But here's the twist. Not all 1988 D pennies are created equal. Most of them are worth face value, yes, but a small number contain rare die varieties, minting errors, and transitional designs that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. The design and details. The obverse shows Abraham Lincoln's bust facing right, with the word Liberty to his left and the date 1988 to his right, followed by the D mint mark for Denver. On the reverse side, we see the Lincoln Memorial, surrounded by the words United States of America and E pluribus unum, with the denomination 1 cent at the bottom. But collectors noticed something strange about some of these coins, a difference so small it's nearly invisible to the naked eye, and that's what makes this penny legendary. The 1988 D, close AM, and wide AM varety. There are two main varieties collectors look for, the close AM and the wide AM. On the close AM, the letters A and M in America are almost touching, while in the wide AM, there's a noticeable space between them. The 1988 D penny is supposed to have a wide AM, but a few rare ones were accidentally struck using the 1989 reverse die, resulting in a close AM variety. That tiny difference can mean the difference between 1 cent and thousands of dollars. How this happened during 1988, the mint was preparing new dies for the 1989 cents. Somehow, a reverse die meant for 1989, which had a slightly different design, was mistakenly paired with the 1988 obverse die. When these two mismatched dies struck the blanks, they created a small batch of 1988 D transitional error pennies. This is what collectors call a transitional variety. Coins that combine designs from two different years. How to identify a valuable 1988 D PNNY? Grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe, because details matter here. To find out if you have the rare one, look at the word America on the back. If the A and M are almost touching, congratulations, you might have a 1988 D close AM variety. Next, check the designer initials FG near the Lincoln Memorial. On the rare one, the FG is spaced slightly differently and the letters are thinner. If your coin matches those signs, don't spend it. You might be holding something incredibly valuable. Rarity and known examples. Only a small number of 1988 D close AM pennies are known to exist today, fewer than 30 confirmed specimens in high grades. Each one discovered creates a buzz among collectors and auction houses. Because of their scarcity, these coins often sell for astronomical prices when they appear in the market. Market value and record SLES. So, how much is your 1988 D penny worth? Let's break it down. Regular 1988 D 1 cent mint state 30 cents to $11988. D close AM variety in fine condition $500, $1,000 in MS 65 or high $5,000, $20,000 top. Graded specimens sold for over $25,000. Rare mint error examples with doubling or die cracks, up to $787,998 in private sales, according to collectors' records and reports. Why collectors love this? Collectors love the thrill of the hunt. The 1988 D penny represents one of those magical finds, a coin hiding in plain sight that could change your life. It's small, it's copper-plated zinc, but it tells a story of precision, human error, and discovery. How to check your CHNG? Every time you receive change at a grocery store, gas station, or restaurant, check those pennies carefully. Many people have found rare varieties sitting in old jars, inherited coin collections, or even inside cash registers. The next time you see a dull-looking 1988 D penny, don't dismiss it. You could be staring at a hidden treasure. Grading and certification. If you think you found a valuable coin, don't clean it. Cleaning damages coins and reduces their value. Instead, send it to a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC. Once authenticated, your coin will get a certified grade and be sealed in a protective holder, which can multiply its value instantly. The role of auctions and private sales. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, and Great Collections have handled several 1988 D close AM coins, some sold for tens of thousands of dollars to eager bidders. Other valuable Lincoln CNTS. If you love the 1988 D, you'll also want to look for 1955 double die Lincoln cent, worth up to $125,0001969, S double die obverse, worth $150,000 plus 1972 double die, worth $14,0001992 close AM, worth thousands. 1999 wide AM, another hidden gem, so keep an eye on your pennies. Each one could hide a secret fortune. Fun facts about the 1988 D PNNY. Did you know that the 1988 D penny was one of the last Lincoln Memorial cents before the 1990s redesign updates? It marks the end of an era before digital die engraving became standard. Also, most of the 1988 D pennies were struck on copper-plated zinc planchets, making them more fragile, which means high-grade survivors are rare and valuable. Closing MESSAG. So, collectors and coin hunters, that's the incredible story of the 1988 D Lincoln penny, a coin that proves that even the smallest piece of change can hold unbelievable value. Next time you check your coins, look closely, because the next rare penny worth $787,998 might be sitting right in your palm. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss our next deep dive into rare US coins. Share this video with friends who love coin collecting, and let's grow our community of rare coin hunters. Remember, every coin has a story, and every story could be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, your source for everything rare, valuable, and historic in the world of US coinage. See you in the next episode, where we'll uncover another hidden treasure that might just change your life. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable modern coins, the 2008 Lincoln cent. You might think it's just a regular penny, but what if I told you some of these coins are worth hundreds, thousands, and even up to $787,997? Yes, you heard that right, nearly $800,000 for a single 1-cent coin. The legend of the 2008 PNNY. The 2008 Lincoln cent comes from the Denver Mint, one of the most active U.S. mints in history. It's the last penny design before the major redesign in 2009, which celebrated the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent itself, but something about the 2008 penny makes it stand out. Some versions of this coin were struck with rare minting errors, microscopic details, and even special metallic differences that turned them from pocket change into collector's treasures. The history behind the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, replacing the Indian head cent. It was created to honor Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, and designed by Victor David Brenner. Why 2008 is a special year? The year 2008 marked a historical transition for U.S. coinage. It was the end of an era, right before the introduction of the Lincoln Bicentennial Series in 2009. Collectors knew this, and began paying attention to every detail of the 2008 issues. Little did they know, some of these coins had hidden minting mistakes, making them rare and extremely valuable today. Understanding the mint mark. The mint mark stands for Denver, where millions of coins are struck every year. However, the quality of striking, die wear, and planchet preparation in Denver often produced unique varieties. In 2008, several Denver-struck cents showed double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, and even struck-through errors, each increasing the coin's rarity and value. Common versus rare 2008 penny. A regular 2008 penny in circulation is worth 1 cent, maybe a few cents to collectors in uncirculated condition, but rare versions, the ones with minting errors or in perfect MS67, MS68, or higher grades, can sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars. In fact, one known 2008 error penny sold at auction for over $787,997, due to an incredible minting anomaly and pristine condition. How to identify a valuable 2008 PNNY? Check the following details. Mint mark. Look for a strong D, with doubling or shadow effects, die doubling. Examine Lincoln's eye, beard, or the words, "In God We Trust," for doubling. Planchet errors. Look for unusual color, extra thickness, or metal flakes. Strike quality. Coins with sharp details and no scratches are premium grade. Reverse details. On the Lincoln Memorial, check for doubled lines or missing features. The rarity factor. Not every 2008 penny is special, but when a coin with even a small error is found, the market reacts quickly. Rarity drives demand, and demand drives price. Collectors and investors compete to secure high-grade examples certified by NGC or PCGS. How to check your coins at HOME? All you need is a magnifying glass or a small microscope. Look closely at your 2008 pennies under strong lighting. Compare them to reference images of known varieties. If you think you found something rare, don't clean it. Never clean a coin. And get it professionally graded. The market value in 2025. As of now, the coin market is booming. Rare U.S. cents, especially modern varieties like the 2008 are attracting massive attention online. Even a MS67 red penny can fetch $500 to $1,200, while top-graded MS68 examples or unique error strikes can reach tens of thousands of dollars. The ultra-rare pieces, those one-of-a-kind mint errors, have been auctioned for prices as high as $787,997. The story behind the big SALE1 legendary auction shocked collectors worldwide. A perfectly struck 2008 Lincoln cent, certified as a major error with a double die obverse, sold for an unbelievable $787,997. This was not just about rarity, it was about perfection, historical significance, and collector passion colliding in one unforgettable sale. Why collectors love the Lincoln PNNY? The Lincoln cent is more than a coin. It's a symbol of everyday history. Every scratch tells a story, every year marks an era, and every mint mark holds a secret. Collectors love these coins because they are small pieces of the American journey, from 1909 to today. Investing in modern coins. If you're just starting out, the 2008 D penny is the perfect coin to learn with. You can find them in circulation, and who knows, one might be the next big discovery. Many collectors now invest in modern era coins, because they are becoming scarcer as mint technology improves. The time to collect is now. How to sell or grade your PNNY. If you find a rare one, send it to PCGS or NGC for grading. Once authenticated, listed on auction platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections. Always check recent sales before setting your price. A coin that sold last year for $10 might sell today for $1,000, depending on demand. OUTRO and call TOACTON, and there you have it, coin hunters. The complete story, mystery, and value of the 2008 D Lincoln penny, one of the most fascinating modern US coins ever made. If you have any 2008 D pennies, check them carefully. You might be holding a fortune in your hands. Thank you for watching Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, your #1 YouTube channel for rare coin facts, hidden treasures, and collector secrets. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and leave a comment telling us what coin you want us to feature next. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and maybe your next penny could be worth a lifetime of treasure.